Well, hello there, YouTube, and welcome to Monday, the 17th of March. We got a little friend hanging out there in the back corner of the yard. That's what Danny and him are always chasing around, I think. Oh, yeah, there's more. There's another one sitting right there as well, off to the right of that bush. There's probably several of them over there. They're usually in little packs out there. Anyway, it was 32 degrees when we got up this morning, and it's 37 now. And I don't know what the weather's supposed to be like. It looks like probably rain. Oh, here comes Siri. Yep, she's thinking about it. Anyway, gotta roll off to work. Hope you guys have a wonderful Monday yourselves. Yeah, I like that blue sky stuff. But welcome to today. Let's get this one going. 40 degrees and partly sunny out here for almost the entire drive. Well, the whole drive was dry.
It was. It just socked in fog.
Yeah, heavy fog. And all of a sudden we get towards Vancouver and boop, we pop back out of it again.
I see blue.
Yeah, blue.
We would take it.
I see your little St. Patty's thing there, Mama.
Do ya?
Yeah,
Right.
I wore my green hat. You got your green coat. Oh, that's your thing you made out of the little pipe cleaner things.
Yeah. I was going, shoot, never went to the store, got nothing. Oh, let's make a little 4-leaf clover.
Mama's making a very Irish dinner tonight that she does every St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, because you're a boy.
Yeah. All right, Mama. Let's go in there and see what the day's all about.
All right, sounds like a plan.
All right. Have a wonderful day.
You too.
All right. Love you. See you. Bye.
I love you, hub.
Bye-bye now.
Bye.
So, if you ever have the wherewithal, like if you're getting floorboards for the back of your F3 and you're taking the pegs off, heat is key. And once you get it out, I just found this in my junk box, 8mm, and drive the little brass piece out, because these things have, now blue is usually medium. Blue in the BRP world is like very strong Loctite. So you have to heat this thing up enough, because this rubber boot, it's kind of in here like this, and then this brass is in the middle. Well, it has these little ears, and those ears ride in those little grooves right there. So if you don't heat them things up, you go to twisting one of these things, you're going to hear a snap, and it's game over. So I didn't hear a snap when I got them hot enough to come out. But when I got it out, I see a little piece of brass falls out of one of the little grooves. And as you can see, one of the ears is mostly gone. See how these are nice and sharp. And I've been through this rodeo a time or two. I know to get them good and hot. And anyway, yeah, very strong. And the heat is so strong that, oh, you have to take a 4mm Allen and knock that rubber off, because as you're heating this, you'll burn the rubber on the grip. And this is what I found today. I found a little piece of something. You just want to get in there and reflect the heat. Don't let the heat get against the plastic. Probably the safest thing would be to take this off, but you got to take all that off to get this off. So just don't lean the metal against it. Just have a heat reflection, because these things stay pretty focused in their heat. See if I can do this one-handed. Probably not. I think once I get there. So it's a pretty tight little flame, and so you can keep it concentrated. They work really well. And the left side came off easier probably because I added even more heat to it. And the same thing, I've already put the rubber back on the peg. This is, he's just taken, he wants these off on his, and doesn't want to get charged for them on there, so we're gonna put the ones off of this on his trade-in. He was in here this morning, and I was telling him about the backrest, and so anyway, I'm thinking about that thing. So I don't know why I didn't do this before. I go and look, because he says it's the same backrest, and it looks like it's the same backrest. So I go and look at that thing, and it's in there, and all the molding and stuff underneath there seems to be the same. So anyway, he was literally going to take the box and send it back, call and send it back. And so I'm looking at his old ones. I run upstairs. He was still up there. And anyway, I told him, let me try that backrest one more time. So as you can see, it does fit. So I went through the painstaking thing of finding out how high he had it and how far he's got his adjuster bolt. So spec-wise, they're the same, but, things could have, settled over time. So trying to make it so it feels like he's jumping off of his Spyder and on the other. Oh, and those 6 extra bolts, 3 on each side, he actually purposely did not put them in those because the Spyder web was almost black. And he said it was just too much chrome. He likes that, that dark edition thing going on there. So he didn't put them in, but he said he's happy with this because, it's kind of almost a light gray or whatever. But remember that when you're taking these things out, all that pressure is going against those 2 pins on both sides. So nice and hot, really hot. It takes a lot of heat. I don't know why these rubbers, these don't seem to mind the heat. And you got, the one thing fighting against you. You got aluminum, which transfers heat. And then, of course, this is in between rubber inside there, but brass will transfer heat or dissipate heat very fast. So the key is keep that bolt good and hot, and keep it moving. If it starts slowing down on you, stop. Reapply the heat. Don't want to break those tabs off. You break them tabs off, and have you ever drilled stainless steel, especially good quality stainless steel? Yeah, it's not a pleasure. Even though stainless steel is a little soft, it doesn't drill like it's soft. You remember the reflector recalls on the BMWs? That, man, I probably went through $100. Well, I probably did that within a few days, but those bits were like $37 or something a piece. And anyway, I was talking to somebody. I think it might have even been the Snap-on guy. Actually, it was the Cornwall guy, but he didn't have as good a bits as a Snap-on dude. And he says use motor oil. And number one, do not use a synthetic oil. Or maybe somebody at beer. I don't remember who I talked to. But anyway, I took some of that BMW oil, and in fact, I still got the little cup that I used for doing all that stuff. I just cut the bottom of a coffee cup and put a little oil in there. Well, I started off using, I always keep this bottle. This is what I lube oil filters with. We hardly ever use 20. I just took some out of the drum. I just dip my finger in and wrap it around the oil filter. It works the best. And when it comes back, the filter comes off. Well, I started with the, silicone or synthetic BMW oil, and it was just eating them bits, absolutely destroying them. So they said use a lightweight conventional motor oil. I know that bottle's in here somewhere. It's kind of looking like my thing at home, isn't it? It's a pile of junk. I don't know where it's at. Anyway, I just have some, oh, there it is right there. Some 10W30. This is just conventional motor oil from Honda. Pour that in there, and then bits walk through there I was trying to figure out what's a good, like you use a honing or cutting oil or whatever. Just a lightweight, generic, non-synthetic motor oil. Woof! Walked right through them. I don't think I ever bought another bit. I think I ended up breaking one because I did so many. But you could lay into it. And I think what was working the best is some cobalt bits. And the key is do not go fast. Let her walk her in slow. You can put pressure on it. You actually want to build some heat, but it needs to be lubed at the same time. Boom. And that was those stainless steel, pannier holders. The cages on there had to put reflectors on them, drill holes in them. Man, I don't know what BMW used in those things, but they were not drillable. But anyway, got those off, got the backrest on. Oh, the most important thing, he found a dealer. So we didn't think the backup cameras were even available. Well, apparently at one point they were available, and some dealer ordered as many. Usually BRP, I know BMW does, will keep control on that. When they see somebody ordering a bunch of something, they go, whoa. They'll stop them because they'll hoard them. And then, although it's against, you can lose your dealer's license. You can't mark up stuff. It has to be manufactured suggested retail price. If you mark it up, that's against your agreement with BRP. I don't know how those dealers, the dealers were doing the markup thing back during the COVID, and they were, I heard people charging $2,000 over retail for these things. Absolutely against the rules. Big time. But anyway, he got the camera at normal price. The guy, I guess they had 3 left, and he snagged one of them. So we pulled his panel off, and just like the 24 RT Sea to Sky, the little plug we're assuming is the camera, that is the camera. So the kit, actually the instructions are for a Canyon, but the kit comes with the camera and all the stuff you need, and it comes with a RT bracket and an F3 bracket, and he has one coming. He'll have it here tomorrow. I don't know where he got it from, but the dealer, I think he said he had 3 left, or maybe he got the last of 3, or I don't know, whatever the deal is. But anyway, so he's going to bring that in. We're going to put a backup camera, and we're assuming, the assumption that this hole here, because they didn't have that before, is where the backup camera is going to go, which would be very neat, and that worked really well. Man, I just love these new EXP tires. Man, they just have that look like they would work really, really well. Really nice looking tires. And of course, they had Kenda build them for them, but it's a Rotax. It even says XPS Roadster. Wonder if it still says for special motorcycle use only. Man, that writing's so small in there I can't even see it. There's all kinds of stuff in there that I can't tell with just my little simple readers on. Oh, and the gentleman that pointed out the thing about J rims, or what, I apologize. He was in there. It was in the video when I was talking. I was showing the difference between car rims and motorcycle rims, and yeah, there's a whole thing about that. I think car rims or J rims, I think is what it was, and or maybe I got it backwards. But anyway, really cool. And I did some research on that, and that's pretty good. Yeah, don't put car tires on these things. Don't put car tires on your motorcycle. Deadly. Crazy. So anyway, I need to see, I don't know why, but I guess I could probably do the UVI on his trade-in. I don't see any reason why not. Unless paperwork hasn't gone through, they'll just put a kibosh on it. Because sometimes banks or, the titling stuff can be not necessarily the banks. Because I don't think he's someone that finances something. I get the impression. But anyway, the title can take a bit to come through. I don't know that, but I noticed something which I haven't noticed until now, and I noticed it on the RT. There seems to be like that pushed in part on the pre-muffler, which also contains the cat. And they do have a little bit different shape to them. Maybe that was there before and I just didn't notice it. It just sticks out to me. Maybe that, I can't imagine this thing being on anything but a Spyder. Oh, maybe the Canyon has something in the way. And if you can make one part fit all three versions, why not do it? But yeah, he's excited. He's excited for some nice weather and put some miles on this beauty. Cool. Cool beans. All right, I've already double checked his tire pressures. They were right there. The James, who seems to be the one that puts most of the Spyders together because he's really good, and good Lord help the boy. He's just about as anal about stuff as I am. Like crazy. But I like seeing that in text. Somebody was talking about an oil leak that was coming from the back of the cover and hitting their exhaust, and somebody was telling him it was the water pump. Well, it could be, but there's the water pump right yonder. And she just bolts in on the side there. There is a seal, just an oil seal thing that's in there. More of a cover seal than anything else. And it just comes off the head and it runs the pump. That'd be a long ways to come from the water pump and end up leaking out of the back of the cover. Oil leaks on these things, just don't see them. And I think he said it was a newer one too. A 24 or maybe even a 25. I think it was a 24. And yeah, I'd have to see it. There was a thing in the early days of the 1330s where this is like looks like something for an aircraft. This fancy plugs that they have on here. Well, this nut wasn't tight enough, and it was weeping out of that. But I mean, if the oil's at the back of the cover after you've been riding it a while, that could just be, wind blowing stuff around. But I don't know. Have to see it. You need to clean it off, take it for a ride, and see where it starts first. Just find a safe place to pull over, go into a parking lot or something after a couple of miles, and just keep doing that until you start seeing where it's coming from. I know on an RT there's a lot of stuff covering seeing that motor, but some good mechanics mirrors. You can get them ones that are fairly big, little telescoping mechanics mirrors that will allow you to get underneath there. I mean, you can hit auto parts store, and they got some big ones, and that'll get you underneath there so you can look around and go, where's that leak coming from? Or at least see where it's starting. Water pump, I don't know. I'd have to see it. Technically, it could run down the front of the motor and drip back. I don't know. I just have to see it. All right. So I hope I don't get in trouble for showing this. But if you look at that, backup light and rear camera. This is a 2024 RT wiring diagram. It was there all along. We just didn't see it. Well, since 24. Oh, one little tidbit refers to stuff at home. I got on Amazon and reordered the same stuff I previously ordered in the 2.5 by 5.5. Those whatever they call those heated grip cords. I think they even call those SAE too. whatever the adapter thing is. Anyway, got the stuff coming. I'll bring the other stuff home to work and send a request for a return and box them up and ship them tomorrow. I'm gonna go upstairs and see what they want to do see if that thing's set up to do a UVI on it. I noticed, I'll let him do it because I don't know what he used. I noticed that he blacked out his holes on his over there. Oh, by the way, that's 2018 or newer because it has the newer LCD dash. Remember the double pane dash before the fancy TFT? I can look at the VIN, it'll tell me what year it is. But yeah, so I'll let him do that. At first I thought it was just dirt in there, but I could see a little, because his must have had the paint missing on the outer edge a little bit like this one is. And I could see where it had a little something on there. I'll let him handle that. Got to give him something to do. Don't do everything for your bike. Oh, this one doesn't do it. But I was looking at the holes while I had this thing up in the air, and I was double checking tire pressures and stuff. And anyway, it looks like, and it definitely was not me, but if you look closely, it looks like something was mounted in that third hole down. Could be just maybe something leaned up against it. But I did the same, and told him I went to the fourth notch down like your other one, and I showed him that little kicker for the foot pedal. Where is that? Come out, wherever you are. Oh, it's right in front of me. So it's a little pad that goes under the brake pedal that makes the pedal sit up higher. And imagine for to have extra throw in there, but I mean, these brakes are so tight on these things now, and there's enough room. I mean, you can get your foot in here. If something happened, you could still push the brake pedal. But I asked him about it, and he goes, that's weird. He goes, the first kit I got that he put on that one didn't have that little step. And he goes, just leave it the way it is. But that gives you more of a natural feel. Kind of reminds me of the RTs, how your foot just slides forward and just naturally goes to that brake pedal. It just feels so nice. There's no really picking up your feet off the boards onto the lever. You just slide your foot forward and it just seems to just naturally go there. It's a very comfortable feeling. And that kind of has that look. So it does the same thing. And I wasn't even thinking about this when I was putting this stuff on, that he was saying that if you can move the boards forward, and that's what the other holes are for. I mean, that makes common sense. I just never thought about it. So you could move the floorboards forward if you want, but he likes his the way they were. And these are exactly the same. And hopefully I got his backrest and everything all the same as well. Yeah. You know, so whenever I come out here, I always start looking at that thing. Looks-wise, that's the crown jewel of the shop right there. To me, anyway. That thing just makes me smile. You think the looks make you smile? Riding this thing is just... it's the most freeing motorcycle. All 20 horsepower of it. Or whatever it is now with the cam and all that stuff in there. Who knows? So, I dug around and found some 5mm screws with a collar, and that are stainless steel. Well, I was focusing on that, and then I come in here to put the things on, and they're 5mm Allens. They're 5mm Allens because these are off of one of the G310 BMWs that are made in India. There is no Torx screws on those. Everything's Allens and whatever. There's things that have Torx in it, but bodywork stuff isn't. Dadgummit. But I got plenty more screws. I just came with the part. It was literally the same bolt. And I didn't pay attention to the dadgum head of it. So that almost stands out more than this one being stainless and that one being black. Oh, I came across a comment. I didn't even pay attention to your name. It was just, I get a moment, I just kind of flip through. I look at the video, and you were the top comment at the time. And you were saying you heard that the heated gear terminals are reversed on the Pan America. Well, with DC voltage, for a heating element, you could probably get away or something like that, but yeah, you absolutely can't. It has to be positive, negative set the correct way. For one thing, you know, a lot of people will plug one of these SAE plugs in, like I would do, you know, because I got a little tire repair kit in here. It'd make the pump run backwards, and you run that compressor backwards, she's done. So it has to be the correct order. And it's pretty simple. The inside is the hot. This is that kit. The little 2.5 pin. The hot side is in the middle, and this outer piece that slides in, this is the ground. So the inside of this is hot. The outside, well, the inside of that too, but it's the male, female ends of them. So no, they can't be backwards. If this thing was, the polarity was reversed, it'd be something horrible happened. Like I say, maybe a heating element could work. You don't think it's important, try to hook up your, sometimes the cables for batteries in your motorcycle are long enough that you can put them in backwards, like you get the wrong battery and the poles are reversed. I think that thing has like a 50 or 60 amp main fuse. That makes a loud pop when you try to put a battery in backwards. And you better hope that fuse works good, because you're talking money beyond belief if you start zapping computers and stuff. Polarity is DC has to be correct. So no, if it was wrong, something's drastically wrong. Anyway, we're rolling out. There's some crazy clouds, and they're going the wrong direction. Everything goes north to south. South to north, and they're going north to south. It is like once every couple of years you'll see the clouds going the wrong way. But anyway, do a goodbye before it pours on us. Well, hello there, YouTube. A little bit of sunshine, because the clouds never move south. They always move north. There is a black cloud of doom rolling over. Coming. So we're not waiting for the sun to go behind the hill there, so we're just standing off to the side here a little bit and not getting a direct blast. But anyway, that was our day. It was a good day. Good. It's kind of quiet, all the rain stuff going on at work, but it'll pick back up. But I guess on that, roll out. All I've done is yammered on the camera all day, so you guys probably going, is he done yet?
Alrighty, well, thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate it. We will talk to you tomorrow. Same smoke time, same smoke channel. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, and you guys have a wonderful Tuesday or Wednesday.
Heck yeah. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow.
Yes.
Sashi sitting out there just watching us. All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching now. Bye-bye.